Good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you're listening from. This is Canute Exploration, your topic in the podcast. I am Dr. Canute White. It's always challenging when you lose a child, and especially for the parents. The parents really feel brokenhearted, and it's really distressing, especially when your child went into the hospital with just what we call a minor broken arm or something, to that effect, and eventually you lose that child. That child died, and you wonder what's happening, what's going on, what's up. But my guest is Shanique, and she's gonna be talking to us about the trauma that she has been experiencing because it recently happened down in Jamaica. She lose her child. She was traumatized, and she related the story. I was watching a video where she related the story where the child actually asked for water and actually said, "I love you, mommy," something to that effect, and he eventually died, and that's a sad story. And we have Shanique here on Canute Exploration, your topic in a podcast. I am Dr. Canute White, and she will be talking to me, those of you listening on your favorite podcast platform, those of you listening from the diaspora, Jamaican diaspora around the world, United States, Canada, Russia, Cayman, Brazil, Denmark, UK, France, Germany. Data showing that a number of persons have been listening over the past 2 years that Canute Exploration has been broadcasting. Shanique, out of Jamaica, how you doing, ma'am? You good?
I am trying to be. Good night,
Yeah,
everyone.
I know you're not totally good at 100%, and we understand that. But what I want to find out, what happened? Let me ask that first. What happened? Relate your story.
Well, I was at home Sunday morning and my two sons went by my cousin's house to play. And after that, about 2 minutes after, I heard the big one come crying, saying that his brother had got broken.
Mhm.
So when I saw, he came up to me and I rushed him to the hospital. And after we went there, they did what they had to do on the hand and stuff and admit him because they say it was an open fracture.
Yeah.
So they admit him to the ward, and I was there with him from Sunday until Thursday morning when he died.
Hmm.
But while we were at the hospital, they they told me that when we went there the Sunday, they said that they tried to stretch the hand, but the bone wasn't in place. So they told me that they would do it the Monday. I
Hmm.
was there the Monday with him because they say I couldn't leave him. So I was there and I keep asking if they're not going to do it. Till finally in the after two, they did bring him downstairs and they sent him go plaster the hand.
Right.
So I was saying that the hand shouldn't be plastered because they told me that they were going to stretch it, and the man kind of get into an argument with me.
Yeah.
I stepped out of the room because the father and the grandmother was there. So I stepped out of the
Hmm.
room, and when I looked, this doctor came to me and said that they're plastering the hand to keep it in place because they have to conduct a surgery on the hand to put something in there to brace the bone.
Hmm.
And he then told me to tell the gentleman who was doing the plaster that he should cut out the part where the wound is so
Yeah.
they can get to dress it. I went back in and I told him. He cut it out, but when me go back upstairs now with him from the ward, me find out say, oh, only one of the cut visible. I
Oh.
said it to one of them, the doctor, can't remember if a doctor or a nurse, I said it to one of them
Hmm.
and them said they would have sent him back go do it, which they never did. The
Hmm.
Tuesday, they dressed the hand the Tuesday morning, and in the night, about after 6, after 7, so, me find out so the hand turned black and it swell.
Hmm.
I said it to a nurse and she said to me that it's nothing for me to worry about because it's a broken arm, so it would swell and I should just let him elevate the hand for the darkness of the hand to go down because of the blood not circulate.
Right. Mhm.
So me never contented. Me dey still worried over it. So when the doctor came on the ward, me show the doctor and him said
Yeah.
to me, say, indeed the cast tight. So him
Hmm.
a go cut it and release it, which he did. All right, the Wednesday morning now, when they came to the ward, the head doctors and some other group of doctors came, and the head doctor, when they got to his bed, the
Yeah.
head doctor took off the cast off the hand because the cast they already cut. So him just pull it off for it and said to me that them have to go do one little surgery just to cut the hand and release the pressure that the swelling can go down. I even asked them about the thing that they said they're going to put in there for the surgery. He said to me that they don't normally do surgeries on anybody that have swelling. So them have to
Okay.
get back the hand to it back to its normal size, and then they can do the surgery to put the thing that I bought. Something like a
Yeah.
pin or something, them did I go put in there.
Okay.
All right. They went to surgery with him. They told me that it would take an hour.
Hmm.
1 hour past, hour and a half, till when me look, the surgeon come out and said that him have bad news, but when they cut the hand and went in, the hand was dead, the muscles were dead, and the hand is
Hmm.
infected and have toxins. And it
Okay.
could spread to the rest of him body, so it'd be life and death situation he in. I said, because it will spread to the rest of him body and give him heart failure.
Hmm.
I said to him, is there any other option than to cut the hand? Him say, no, because him consult with all of the other doctors and everybody come to a conclusion that that is the best thing to do is to amputate the hand.
Hmm.
So, so I said to him, well, if it is something to save my child's life, fine. I
Yeah.
prefer to see him with the one hand than no same dead.
Yeah.
So if cutting off the hand will save me life, fine. Me we sign the paper for them do it.
Hmm.
Right? I even said to him, say, hold on, let me call up some of my relatives them and tell them. He said to
Yeah.
me that I should call the father. It's like them no want me to call nobody else other than the father. So I
Hmm.
said to them, say, no, me I call some rest of relatives and stuff, which I
Yeah.
did. And I was even there asking them about the prosthetic hand.
Yeah.
And him, like, all him interested in, I'll just me sign the paper and for run
Mhm.
go back in a surgery. So I ask them, where is the child? They say, in the operation room. It's like
Okay.
they leave the baby in there and run come out for me sign paper. So to when me believe, it's like, them would have
Mhm.
left him in there, then I bleed and run come for me sign paper. And so me
Okay.
look funny. Because why you would die in a haste for me sign paper? Right?
Yeah.
Wherein
Yeah.
I think they should actually sit me down, talk me through everything before me do not sign in. But because them come and say it can cause me life, I was willing to sign the paper because any mother would have do that for their child.
Right.
Because you think about to save your child life,
Hmm.
right? So I signed the paper and they went back in there and them do the surgery. How was it take? Cause about after 5 before him go back in hospital bed in the evening. And
Yeah.
after 9 in the morning, them bring him in a surgery. When he went back to his hospital bed now in the evening hours, me
Hmm.
find out say him cool.
Okay.
Like him hand will leave cold on him 2 foot. The only part on him warm my head and him chest.
Yeah.
Right? I
Hmm.
asked them about if they have anything like them like a bag where you put on the bed where you heat them up and help up them body
Okay.
temperature. Them tell me
Yeah.
say no, not even blankets they not have for offer me for help warm
Hmm.
him up. But me
Hmm.
did have some blanket. Cause you know Mandeville cold. So yeah, me did
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
blankets there. So me have the amount me have me put him underneath yeah, about four blanket me did have. So me what use that him still not get warm. Him
Yeah.
cold and him a sweat. Right? And all him a ask for water. I
Mm.
asked them, can I give him water? At first they told me no, I should give him ice and I should just put it on his
Okay.
lip, make him melt.
Hmm.
Me
Hmm.
mustn't make him swallow anything. They'll after that then tell me so me can give him water. But the thing about it is that the child cold
Yeah.
Them not get no blood because they keep joking him up, but them want to look, them a try get blood and try find vein. They can't find no vein, them not get no blood. When they contesting pressure on the pulse, there is no pulse, there is no pressure. The pressure machine just a count go up, then it go down flat,
Okay.
right? There was no blood. Them can't find no vein to get no blood. Them juke him up till he start holla say, no needle. Then fi stop juke him up,
Yeah.
right? And he was there, Miss find out say him still not getting warm. Me keep on ask them. Them say me can give him water. So me give him the water, he choke,
Okay.
right? And him keep on ask for water. Him keep on ask
Yeah.
for water, right? And you know, say in the night, the baby come out of surgery not even drip. They never have funny baby. Right? When the father asked after he came out of surgery, what did you do with the hand that you cut off? They said they burn it.
Okay.
Which me look on that strange because there's no way you can just cut off a hand and burn it. Why would you do that? Right? The father
Yeah.
asked them, did you give the baby blood? No, he didn't need any blood because he never passed a lot of blood. There's no way you can cut off a limb and the child don't need blood, a 6-year-old child. Because him have to bleed. Right? Them say they never give him no blood and they amputate them dash it, them burn it. And we were there, the family members left gone home and stuff. And then after 12 him start act reckless.
Yeah.
Like him not comfortable, him asked me to put him in my lap. Me put him in my lap. Him say put him in the wheelchair, me do that, me put him back on the bed. It's like him not comfortable in a no way. No matter what you do, the child is not comfortable. So we're there till after 12 him act that way and him did till him said to me say him love me and said to him say me love him too and him say me fi put him fi sit up. Which I did. I put him fi sit up. By the time I first take up the water back with him drop pan him back pan the bed and me touch him, me look at me and me say to him say he can't drop himself like that, he might hurt himself.
Yeah.
And after that, I say, alright, let me get up, fix him, because he did turn cross with the bed. So I say, alright, let me get up and fix him properly. When I got up to fix him, I find out, say, him not breathe. And him eye just wide open. So I signal the nurse and them say, bring him come. Got him to the nurse station, them start work on him. They were there for a while and then they came and said that they're sorry, but the doctor called me in one room and said, well, him sorry, but them couldn't get him revived and all of that.
Yeah. Condolence to you and the rest of the family, right? But I know you're trying to keep up. I know how traumatic that can be. I want you to tell me though about your child. I mean, have such a beautiful smile. Tell me about the child.
Well, me could have said I want a happy child.
Yeah.
You never see him yet and I first thing he greet you with is a smile.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and him friendly. Like him not have to know you. Once him see you, him just try to be friends with everybody. He's like that. And he did very, very bright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you took this photo,
that was last year on his 6th birthday. He would be 7 August coming.
Cool. Yeah, those listening on your favorite podcast platform, you cannot see this, but the child is a very happy looking child. He looks very jovial. What do you miss most about him? What will you miss most about him?
Well, him used to get up early every morning and come ask me for tea. And every morning me wake, me just look forward for him run come and say, Mommy, me want tea. Because he was like that. Him drink tea right through the day. Me used to say, Him a
British.
England picnic.
Yeah, we know,
Right
right?
through the day. And you can't give him no farmer bush tea. You have to be like
I,
Milo
listen,
or cocoa or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Wow.
Cause
Yeah.
they told them, cause it's two boys, them have a saying
Okay,
to say,
cool.
them no want no white tea because I hate making white people them white. So them have to get something dark.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but me look forward to that or whenever me in the bathroom, him always come and knock the door.
yeah,
And if him come and me a bed, him sit
yeah.
down on the toilet, he lock the toilet and he
Mm,
sit down and he wait
yeah.
till me done. So it
Wow.
kind of hard for,
Yeah,
you not see him and all of those little memories with him and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
There
So
was that connection between you and them, right? But let me ask you though. I just want to talk a bit about him, as it relates to his plans. What he was hoping to be, what he was looking forward to.
he wanted to be a doctor.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes. Because even
Yeah.
when we went to the hospital, because his hand that got broken, the bone they pushed through, and him pushing it back. And we
Yeah.
went to the hospital. Yes, him that brave. And because
Yeah.
when him come to me, the bone wasn't outside. And me, I say, well, he look like say the
Yeah.
bone just cut the skin and never push out. But when we go to the hospital and the doctor asked me if I was the one who pushing back the bone, me say no, the bone wasn't visible
Yeah.
when I saw him. And he said to
Yeah.
him, say, he said, doctor, me pushing it.
Wow.
And they started to tell him that him brave and him a go be soldier.
Yeah.
And when the doctor said to him, say, you be one little soldier and you have soldier face. Him said, no, doctor, me want be. So
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Such a sweet boy.
it's,
His brother. Go ahead. Go ahead.
it's just sad that actually the profession that he chose, them couldn't help him in a situation. Them,
Yeah.
boy. Because
Yeah.
me
It's sad.
always say he want to be doctor because he want to help sick people get better.
Yeah. But
And them fail him.
yeah, I understand. But it's brother. How is his brother taking it?
Well, not so good in a way. I have to be getting counseling for him.
Yeah.
He have days when he will question you how, why, and him have
Yeah.
days when him happy. Like yesterday we got the buttons from the funeral home, and
Okay. Yeah.
when me pin it on him, he start cry.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
he's not taking it that well,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. You're
we're
listening to Canute
trying.
Exploration, your topic in the podcast. I'm Dr. Canute White, talking to Shanique. Our son was, our son died basically after visiting the hospital with a broken arm, and well, he died. He didn't go back home eventually, and she questioned what happened. Why is that so? And now she has the challenge to deal with. But Shanique, funeral. What's the plan with that? What sort of assistance do you need with that? Because there are persons who will be listening, in the diaspora who may be able to assist you if you need assistance. Is it that the government is trying to assist you? What's going on there?
No, no. Well, for the funeral, I would have
Yeah.
to do that by myself. I'm not getting any assistance from any government or anything like that. No.
Okay.
So if
How is
there
that?
are people who want to help, I am willing to take the help.
Right, right. And how could they contact you in case, take for instance somebody who's listening, watching this episode would like to make a donation, even after the funeral, because we know that you'll have some expense after because you'd have
Yes.
depleted.
Mm-hmm.
How could they assist you? Or how could they contact you?
Well, I have a WhatsApp number that they can contact me on. They can contact me through WhatsApp,
What's the number?
388 4297. But the area code is 1876.
Okay. All right. And I'll have
Mm-hmm.
you I'll have you tell me that again when we are wrapping up, and I will indeed put
Yes.
that into the script in the description of this episode so that people can give you some sort of support even after the funeral. Let me ask you though, how is it going now in terms of the funeral? Or are you wrapping up that?
Well, I am planning the funeral, but because of the whole thing with how he died, it is now turned over to the police. So the police are the one who is investigating the whole matter. So
Okay.
I have to wait on them for the autopsy and all of that before we can do any burial.
Okay, okay, interesting. And because it is being dealt with like that, I do not want
Hmm.
you to say much on it. Maybe after everything, you can come back and we have a full some discussion on it, right? But
Yes.
really, really saddened by it, and I know that persons in the diaspora, persons who are listening, are really saddened by the situation, and it must have traumatized you. And father, how is he doing?
Well, he hardly talk to me, but when he
Yeah,
do, he told me that from the baby hand got broken, he hasn't eaten or sleep.
yeah, yeah,
So he's not taking it that well either.
yeah. Yeah, it's going to be challenging for him as well. But I do encourage you to have faith. How is your faith though? How is this thing about you? What keep you going? What keeps you going? Tell me.
Well, just the fact that Neymar is a type of child who don't like to see you unhappy.
Yeah,
So, cause even when I was at the hospital the day when he was going to do the little minor surgery, and I was crying, and him said to me, "Say, mommy, don't cry for me. Me, I go alright. You
yeah,
never used to cry for me before. Why you cry now? No cry for me."
yeah,
So he's that type of child. Him no love to see nobody crying or anything like that. So I guess that's what keep me going.
yeah,
Cause to me, when me think about it, me I say, boy, him never like to see anybody unhappy. So me try my best not to cry and all of that. Is not like, cause most people say, oh, you're strong and cause you not cry. Me cry
yeah,
till me not even have eye water. Now when me think about the whole situation with him, no tears now come. And me feel it deep down, but there is no eye water to say, alright, me I
mm,
cry. No,
yeah,
me can't
yeah,
find myself doing that because
yeah,
it now come no matter how me try. Me cry till me not have none leave.
yeah,
So
yeah. Do you have confidence in the medical system anymore because of this?
I'm scared. I am scared.
Yeah,
Telling you.
yeah, yeah. And I know that's understandable. Uh, I really am saddened by the situation. And what would you like to say to mothers? What would you like to say to other mothers listening?
Well, just keep a close eye on your children whenever they have to be in the hospital or any form of medical field whatsoever. Cause boy, it all the way happened with my child. If I wasn't paying attention, nobody would recognize because I was the one who pointed out that the hand swelled, the hand black.
Mm.
You understand? Even when he was at the hospital, they gave him antibiotics the Sunday when he went in. And when I asked the Tuesday, you're giving him antibiotics? They say no, they can't source the dosage that he's supposed to get. So I am the one who is always asking questions or pointing out things to them. You are the doctor or the nurse there. Me, the mother or the patient should not have point out to you, say, well, this need to be done or that need to be done. So everybody have to pay a close attention to
Yeah,
their children,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. What would you like the world to know? What would you like the world to know about your situation and how traumatized you are?
Well, I don't even know what to say, but I just need the whole world to see this and know that the people who you turn to think you're going to be okay. They are the one who are scaring us now. Cause everybody is scared to go to the hospital. Cause them just feel like if them go, them not go come back. Right? That's what most people are saying now. Why I'm afraid to go to the doctor or the hospital. Cause me just feel like if me go, them me not live to come back on me yard.
Yeah. Yeah.
They should be the one we can trust and say, all right, me go to the hospital here because me know so them good. You can't be the one where people afraid and not them same one have to go help we if we get sick. And you people scared to go to them for medical attention. That shouldn't be.
Yeah. Yeah. And I must say though, Shanique, that you still have some good doctors and nurses, right?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
But you see, they always say one bad apple spoil the whole bunch. If
Yeah.
one doctor is bad, black with black people or whoever, every doctor bad,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So that
Yeah.
is the problem. There are good doctors and nurses at Mandeville Hospital still, but everybody is going
Yeah.
to be afraid of the hospital because of what one bad doctor or one bad nurse do.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you still have good doctors and nurses.
Yeah, definitely. I know, and I want to say that in any organizations, right? No one
Hmm.
person represent the culture of the organization.
No,
There's always,
no.
yeah, and I know you know that, Shanique. I know you agree with that, right? So
Hmm.
there's always somebody who mess up, and
True.
I just say one bad apple spoil the bunch,
Spoil the
right?
whole bunch. Yes. Hmm.
Perception that we have. So okay, one person mess up in the profession, so everybody is like that. But
Everybody
that's not
mess
always,
up. You
yeah,
see,
that's
the
not
good
always
always
true.
suffer feedback because you have good doctors.
Yeah, that
You
there
have
that's a
good
policy
doctors,
though.
but
Yeah,
because there are like maybe two or three bad ones,
yeah,
everybody just feel like everybody is bad.
yeah. And we want to disagree with that, you and I, right? Because I know you'll disagree with that. That there are some good doctors who are still there for you, right? It's
Yes.
just that
Hmm.
yeah, that poor
It's
performance.
just that me buck up on the bad one.
Yeah,
You're
but
right.
I want you to continue to smile as much as you can. I know it might be
Yes,
difficult,
sir.
right? But continue to smile, Shanique, and let the process. The police are investigating. Let the
Yes.
process take its stand, and
Yes.
we can
Hmm.
talk after all of this, after the funeral. And I am hoping that persons in the diaspora, persons in Jamaica, will give you that support because you're going to need that support. This is something that came upon you unexpectedly, and you're going to need that
Yes.
support to
Hmm.
get your child buried respectfully, right? Condolence to you again and the rest of the family, and thanks for coming on Canute Exploration, your topic in the podcast, to share your story.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome, Shani.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye bye. So that was Shanique, and you saw her. She's traumatized by the whole thing, and she will come back to us here after the investigation and after the funeral, and we will talk more to Shanique. This was Canute Exploration, your topic in the